let's have a look then. So we went through this one. Multiplies to make 9. Add to make 6. That gives us x plus 3, x plus 3, or x plus 3 squared. Hopefully you'll start noticing that 49 and 14 are linked because it's 7 times 7 and 7 plus 7. So we could end up with x plus 7 squared. Will do. This one, well, we've got a negative there and a positive there. And that means the brackets, if you were to write them both out, it must be x minus and x minus, because a minus times a minus makes a positive, but adds to make a negative. 25, 10 is 5 and 5, or x minus 5 squared. Right, the final one is a little extension to what we've done before. Okay, so people have worked it out though. Right. So we've got two sets of brackets. What makes 4x squared? 2x times 2x will make the 4x squared. So this is probably the first time we've looked at it and thought we haven't got x and x. Now that has an impact on this middle, but it's actually easy enough. I've given you an easy one because there's only one way of making 1 when you multiply two numbers, which is 1 times 1. So therefore we have a 1 and a 1, and we've got positives. Okay, so we've got 2x plus 1, or 2x plus 1 squared. Okay. So they were all examples of perfect squares. Is there anything you notice about them that would help you identify them as perfect squares, John?
The middle number is when you multiple the first to the last and times 2.
Okay, so hopefully one thing you noticed was that final number is always a what?
Square.
A square number. Okay, and this middle number is double the square root of the square number.
Yeah. What? We said 1, 1.
No, 1 is a square number, it's not a prime number. Yeah? 1 times 1 makes 1.
Mr. Potts.
Mr. Potts, you said that the middle number is this the times square 2.
Yeah.
Double the square root.
The square root.
The square root.
Yeah, got it. It's double.
Yeah?
The square root.
Square root of 9
yeah.
is 3. Double it. Okay. So you should be able to tell me other perfect squares now. So for instance, x squared, if I said to you that 16x was that, what would be the end, Ewan?
64.
Plus 64. Okay? So you should be able to say that because we half it to make the 8, square it to make the 64. Right? Hannah, x squared plus 8x would be plus.
I don't understand what you have to do. Like how you got 64.
Well, 16 is 8 plus 8. Therefore, the number at the end must be
8 times 8.
8 times 8. So 8x must be 4 plus 4. So the end number must be 16. Ollie, x squared minus 22x light bulb moment coming on down here. What's you thinking? What are you trying to do?
Wait, is it plus a bit after?
It has to be a plus because it must be squared. So 121, yeah. So a perfect square will always be plus at the end, but we can have a minus in the middle. Okay. We can't have a negative on the end because that would mean what in the brackets?
Double minus. No, 1 minus 1 plus.
1 minus and 1 plus, and if you have 1 minus and 1 plus, it's not a perfect square. Okay. Following on from that then, we are now moving on to our objective. Completed square form. Okay? And basically, we are going to use, so we're using perfect squares. So this is why it was important that we know what perfect squares are. Okay, so the task, for instance, would be write x squared plus 4x minus 5 in completed square form. Okay. So my question to you, Christy, is x squared plus 4x minus 5 a perfect square? You should be able to say yes or no immediately without having to work anything out. The answer is no, because
The
last number is a minus for a start, and 5 is also not a square number. So this is not a perfect square. However, to write something in completed square form, this is important for you. I'll answer your question next time. Completed square form looks like this. X plus P. It's actually, I need to change that. It should x plus or minus. You'll see it in a different form. Plus Q. So this bit is what you're used to seeing, the perfect square, but we then have a plus something on the end.
Yeah, we did. Just plus Q.
Pardon?
Where you said we don't have.
Yeah,
a
so we
plus.
have this bit, what you're used to seeing, completed perfect square, but we also have a plus Q on the end. Okay? So we've got to try and get from this to this. Now this is the way we do it. Alright? So x squared plus 4x minus 5 is not a perfect square. Hannah, sorry, you had a question.
Yeah, can't you also tell if it's a perfect square or not if the second number, so in this case the minus 5, it's not a multiple of 4, like you can work out straight away.
Yeah.
For example,
There's lots of reasons. So 5 is not a square number, and you're right, it's not a multiple of 4. Yeah. That's another way we can check. Right, what we've got to do to get this into this form is we need to find this bit. Okay? Right, the perfect square part. So I'm going to start by writing x squared plus 4x. Okay? Now to get that bit, I need it to be a perfect square. So what would the perfect square bit be to go along with x squared plus 4x alone?
you have to do plus.
Plus what would it be to give you a perfect square? So 4x would be plus.
But isn't it 2x 2?
Oh, sorry, no, you're right. I'm wrong. It's plus 4, yeah, because it's 2 plus 2, 2 times 2. So I'm thinking about something else. Okay, so that would be the perfect square part. Okay. Now the trouble is that is not what we've got. We've got minus 5 here, but we've written plus 4. You can't just do that. So we have to do something else to this bit to get it to be the same. Anna, what do you reckon? What should I do here to make it the same as this whole thing? So the x squared plus 4x is fine, but plus 4 minus 5.
You have to get the plus into the minus 5.
Yeah, so what would I do?
Minus 9.
Minus 9. So I'm going to subtract 9 as well. So you can see that the x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 9 will give you x squared plus 4x minus 5. Make sense? That's useful because how can I rewrite this bit now?
Ah,
X plus 2
x
squared.
plus 2 squared
X
minus
plus 2 squared
minus
minus 9. And that, if I put my right equals, is the original in completed square form.
Why did you get x plus 2 minus 9? The square minus
Because what we've done before, all that work we did on how do I write that bit. This bit here is x plus 2 squared, isn't it?
9. Oh yeah.
2 plus 2, 2 times 2, and so on. Okay? Make sense? Any questions on that before I give you a couple to do yourself?
What, you're going to give us a couple like
Yeah,
X? Right?
same thing. Same sort of thing. No questions on that? Okay. Let me write out a couple more for you then. So I want you to express, okay, express in completed square form. So that will be, let's just keep it simple, x plus p squared plus q, but you know that the plus might be a minus, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to say x squared plus 10x minus 3. X squared minus 6x plus 2. And then C, let's do 4x squared plus 4x minus 6. Yeah. So try and do those three. And think carefully, especially on that last one. Okay guys, let's go through
Yeah.
these answers.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Right, so
Plus 1.
Yeah.
first one. Again, we've said x squared plus 10x. If we kind of ignore the minus 3 to start with, that should be x squared plus 10x plus 25, because it's 5 plus 5, 5 times 5. That gives me x plus 5 squared. But I need to get to minus 3. I'm up plus 25, so I have to subtract 28 to get there. So that's the first one done. Fine. Okay. B, same thing. It's x squared minus 6x, but if I've got minus 6x at the end, it should be plus 9. So I need to get to plus 2, so I have to subtract 7. So that gives me x minus 3 squared minus 7. Okay, not plus 3. See a few of you changing your answers. Okay. Right, the final one. Quite a few of you made a mistake here, and quite a few of you need to learn to check back on things that you've done before. Now I gave you chewing me because you need to get rid of that. Definitely need some. So quite a few of you did not pay attention to the stuff that we've done before. Not that you didn't pay attention at the time, but you didn't click and go, I've seen that one before. 4x squared plus 4x, okay, right, would be what as a perfect square? Well, we saw it before as plus 1, and that would be 2x plus 1 squared. Now, just to address what some of you were doing, you wrote 2x plus 2 squared. Now, the trouble with that is that would be 2x plus 2 times 2x plus 2, okay, which would give you 4x squared, fine, but it would give you plus 4x
Plus 1.
plus another 4x plus 4, which would be 4x squared plus 8x plus 4, and that bit is the problem. Okay? So I gave you that one because we've done it before, and I was wanting to see whether you twigged and went, yeah, done that before. So anyway, same thing applies now. The plus 1 should be a minus 6, so we have to subtract 7. So we just do the same thing there. Okay? Make sense? Okay. So this is completed square form. Alright? Now I'm going to give you one final one to consider. Okay? I'm going to give you I would like you to try and put that in completed square form. This is another step up, okay? I want you to notice something about that one though. Right, let's have a quick look. So, like we talked about, actually, we can take a factor, a common factor. This is quite an important thing to do. We can take a common factor of 3 out. This was the extension where you want George all the time. Did you get it right? Did you get
Oh, is it plus 1?
So it's then x squared plus 2x
Yes.
plus 1, which we then could write as, keep the 3 out of the brackets and deal with this bit, which is x plus 1 squared.
Minus 6.
So we don't even have an extra bit. There is no minus. All positive at the end. No plus or minus at the end. Okay, so that introduces you. You should write your notes here. We've still got a minute left. I would like you to write the notes of take out the common factor from the 3 terms. Okay. Nico, you haven't written that, and I've just recorded that you've not written the notes.
I'm gonna write it now.
No, you're going. Oh, you need to reopen your book.
Because
then.
I closed it without thinking.